Right, good morning and welcome to Saint-Nazaire, here on our journey back towards Normandy, where we're going to have a proper look at the beaches with my dad. I've just been spending two fairly relaxed days here as these holiday days goes, just walking around the town. I had a look in the U-boat pens here. We're going to drive past them, but I took videos in them, of course, so we'll superimpose those over. But we'll take a little spin up and down the avenue. They were, of course, constructed by the Germans during World War II as a base for their U-boats. The ones here and in Lorient, I think, are featured in films like Das Boot, the wolf packs, you know, terrors of the sea. As you can see now, it has a much more benevolent purpose in life. They use it as an art installation and also to hold concerts, and there's also museums and stuff there, so less gruesome of a purpose. But it's funny, you can still see all the signs and stuff from back when it was a German U-boat pen. Like there you have probably a machine gun post. I believe the British commandos, they did a raid here at some point during the war. Couldn't find any information on it here, but be worth looking up. I think if we go this way, yep, there is a big old warship docked there. And then also, when I was in those U-boat pens, I was thinking it's a shame they don't have an actual U-boat here. That would be pretty cool to see. On the other side of the harbour, in one of the docks, they actually have the Espadon, which is French for porpoise. And its porpoise was to explore the Arctic Circle. It was a 1960s French submarine. The tour wait times are long. It was about an hour and a half after I got my ticket that I got to go in, so I'd recommend going early in the morning or pre-booking your ticket to show up at a certain time. But once you're in there, it's very cool. You can go through the entirety of the submarine. You see all the officers' quarters and the torpedo bays and the engine room, and it's just here on the left. Definitely worth doing when you're in the area. You can also go on the top, and there's a museum for... we had the priority. There's a museum on top. Merci beaucoup. About sustainable energies and wind farm, which I went to have a look at before because I had time to kill. Here there's just some kind of festival going on. I got here playing last night. So if you're into that kind of thing, it'd be worth looking up to the festival times and who's playing in advance of your visit, so you can plan it around that. They also had a good old London bus there for some reason. Here in Saint-Nazaire on the... and forgive me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Also, I think this bridge is the same type as Pegasus Bridge. The same sort of mechanical drawbridge. Offshore on Saint-Nazaire, they test out wind farms for future renewable energy purposes. Air turbines, and they actually had the massive blades there being lifted by crane yesterday. I got some videos of that. Here, I'll join you when we're outside the town because it's going to be a lot of this carry on. And that's not fun to watch, is it? But we'll just... alright, have a look at that church and then we'll head on, okay? Fabulous. Red shutters. I wonder if that's like a Protestant thing. They had them on the shutters in the cathedral in Edinburgh as well. Anyways, we'll talk to you when we're outside of the city. Was gonna get petrol there, but it is packed and I don't want to sit around in the sun waiting for a pump, so we're going to continue on and find some place on the road. hopefully not famous last words. Daisy's bounce has gone from her spark plug's bungee. Look. Woo! Nothing. Once it's going, it's fine, but... Come on. I'm gonna kill the start if I keep doing that, aren't I? Oh, maybe it is the battery. Okay. Kicking powers don't fail me now. Maybe it is just the battery. Hey! I'm the king of the kickstart. Woo! Okay. Come back to life, Zumo. See, she's happy as Larry. Maybe it is just the battery or something, but oh, she's eager to go now that she's awake and alive. Don't let me down, baby. Now, if I can be frank for just a minute, today we're going to somewhere near Lorient, but I think I've done this, and pardon my French, but a bit arseways. I probably should have spent a few more days in the south, and then after Saint-Nazaire just made my way back to Normandy, but it is what it is, and we're going to have a good time anyways. So tonight I'm staying in a town near Lorient, but I'd imagine it'll be fairly similar to what I had at Saint-Nazaire. You know, it's cool to see the U-boat bunkers and all of that, but it probably would have been better to have a better variety of stuff, like more time down in the south, but no matter, we'll press on. Tomorrow, you see, I'm not heading back up that coast anymore. I'm heading back to about an hour's away from here to a place called Chateaubriand. It's close to Nantes, relatively. So I'm going to take a look at the Les Machines de l'Île, the machines of the island, which look fascinating from the pictures. They're these like massive machine animals, animatronics, sort of elephants and rhinoceroses and things like that. It'll be cool. I probably should have spent another day here rather than book that place up in Lorient, though, so I could go and do that here and then head on, but it's all lessons for the next trip. And I think after this, when I get back, I might do a sort of lessons from the road type thing. What have I learned? What would I do better next time, and what worked this time, etc, etc. Also, big news, in 7 more miles Daisy is going to pass onto the legendary 20,000 miles, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully I remember to look down around then. We'll see. Well done, girl. I got her at 4,800 miles. Yes, 4,800 miles. I did 10,000 on her in the first year. This year I've only done about 6,000, but we're only halfway through, really, aren't we? 1994. Hopefully you can see that. 1998. 1999. You did it! Welcome to the next 10,000 miles of your life. Well done. And what a beautiful place, well, not this particular road, but this particular country, to be in for those 20,000 mile celebrations. Well done. Here's to 20,000 more. Cheers. Dieu! La voiture sera grillée. Si, but true. Bienvenue à Lorient. Oh. Gorgeous. The Shipyards of Lorient. As evidenced by the ships in the yard. Funnily enough. What do you have to say? Huh? You just not bother taking off. What? Anyways, yeah, here's the U-boat base here. Now we're going towards the floor. Now not Flora, not your little dog Marcus, but floor with an E, which is a submarine here. Imposing is for sure the word to describe this this base. Yeah, very imposing or oppressing, which I guess, you know, makes sense, kind of. Now I saw the submarine back there, but Mr. Zumo wants to take us down here for some reason, so we'll just check whatever Zumo wants out first. Let's have a look at the U-boat and we're going to wrap it up there for today. And here's your little last fact of the video, which I learned on the U-boat, on the submarine in Saint-Nazaire. Did you know submarines switch lights at night so that you can keep your circadian rhythm aboard? So they'll use white lights during the day and they switch to red lights at night so that the crew maintains something of a healthy sleeping habit. That's why in films you often see the red lights aboard, or sometimes just normal lighting. I thought it was fascinating. Okay. Other than that, thank you for watching and enjoy these little videos of the submarine, Le Sous-Marine Floor. Ooh. Check that out. Great condition. Now that would be very cheeky. We'll just leave it here just for a minute.